small shop owner has bought in the Santa or in any Raitu Bazaar.
एक ही जगह पे मिलके those type of plastics are known as thermosetting plastics. Comparison, there are 3 types:
up, down, right, left.
I am not inferior to anyone.
We are Clara. We are top on the Everest. Congratulations.
I want to be a leader.
Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to English Doctor. As you all know, this is the 4th episode in the 2nd edition and we hope these episodes are useful to you. See, as always, our aim here is to help you to speak better English. Now you are all able to speak English, but we are trying to help you to speak better English so that you can be successful in your careers. Okay? So today meet the co-hosts Sandhya Rani and Karuna Priya.
Hi Sveros, this is Sandhya Rani Svero from Nursing Institution.
Hi Sveros, this is Karuna Priya Svero from Nursing Institution.
Okay, Karuna Priya, what do you want to say to now?
Sandhya, do you know that yesterday a team of volunteers came to our school?
Really?
Yes Sandhya, they told us many things.
What did they tell you, Karna?
They said we should remove the lights and fans when we are not using them.
Oh, it's good.
And after night study we go to dormitory, right?
Yeah.
Then we should remove all the lights and fans.
Correct, Karna, but we should say off the lights. Remove the lights is wrong.
Why is it wrong, Sandhya? This is what we say in Telugu.
I don't know, but it is wrong.
Then yours is also wrong.
Ma'am, you tell us which is correct. Remove the lights or off the lights?
You want to know the correct usage?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay. Did you watch the last episode of English Doctor?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, do you remember that we discussed something then? We said that we cannot translate Telugu into English literally. That means we should not do true translation. Okay? Right.
See, I'm correct.
Wait, Sandhya, I haven't finished. Right? So, we should not do true translation first. And then, what is your option?
Off the lights.
Fine. What is off? What part of speech is that?
Prepositions.
It's a preposition, right. So, do prepositions talk about actions?
No, ma'am.
No. If they don't talk about actions, how can we convey actions through prepositions alone?
How should we say it, ma'am?
I'll tell you how to say it. We have to add a verb to it. See, on, off, these are prepositions, okay. To these prepositions, we have to add a verb so that you can convey the meaning, talk about the action that you want to. Okay, look at the screen now. What do you see there?
Turn on.
Turn on. Now, you are talking about on and off, right?
Yes.
So, if you add turn to that, it becomes turn on. So, what is the meaning of turn on?
Start a light, machine or electronic device.
Right, start a machine or light or electronic device. So, what should you say then? What is the boy doing there?
Boy is switching on the lights.
Switching on the lights, right. Can you read that sentence?
Turn on the light please, it's too dark here.
Right. So, we say turn on the light. Now, Sandhya said switch on the light, right. That is also not wrong. Switch on the light is also correct. Okay, we can either say turn on the light and switch on the light. Most of us use this switch on the light, but the correct usage grammatically is turn on, but it's not wrong to say switch on. Okay,
Okay.
so we have to turn on the lights, not just on the lights, right. Okay, now we turn on the lights. What is the opposite of that?
Turn off.
Turn off. Let's see whether it's right. Yes, turn. Can you read that?
Turn off. Turn out.
What does that mean?
Stop light.
Stop light. Turn off, turn on means stop the light. So, when should we stop the lights?
Turn off the lights before you go to bed.
So, before we go to bed, we have to turn off the lights, right. So, when where else do we turn off the lights, at what time?
Before going from classrooms to dormitory.
Yeah, before you leave your classrooms and go to the dormitory, you have to, what should you do?
Turn off the lights.
Turn off the lights and fans, right. About the dormitory?
When we leave the dormitory and go to exercise.
In the morning, when you go to the ground for your physical exercise, you have to turn off all the lights and fans. Okay. So, turn on the lights,
Turn off the
the lights. Right. Now that we are talking about light, I would like to tell you about fire. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Remember in the last episode we discussed that catch fire.
Yes, ma'am.
Paper easily catches fire.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay. So let's say a paper caught fire and now you want to stop that. Which phrase do you use there?
Off the fire.
Off the fire. But here Sandhya, you cannot say turn off the fire, right?
Yeah.
Turn off is used only for lights
Lights,
and machines, fans, etc. We cannot use turn off for fire. So we have to use another different phrase for that. Look at the screen. What do we use here?
Put out.
Put out. So to talk about fire, you have to use put out.
out.
What does that mean, put out?
Extinguish a fire.
Extinguish fire. So what are the people doing there? They are, yeah,
Put outing fire.
yeah, we don't say put outing, but we say putting out.
Putting out.
Okay, can you read that sentence?
The firefighters quickly put out the fire.
The firefighters quickly
Put
out
out the
the fire. Right. So when we talk about lights, we use turn on, turn
Turn
off.
off.
When we talk about fire, we
Put out.
use put out. We put out the fire, we turn off the lights.
Lights.
Fine. So now we added on and off to turn, and we got two different meanings there, right?
Yes,
Turn on means something and turn off means another thing. Right. Now we can add other prepositions or adverbs to turn also, right? Now till now we have been talking about light.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's now talk about sound.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
So look at this.
Turn
look at
up.
the screen. What is that? Turn up. Turn up. What is the meaning of that?
Increase volume, temperature, etc.
So increase the volume or temperature, right? When we want somebody to increase the volume of something, we use turn up, right? Okay. Can you read that?
Could you please turn up the volume? I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything. So you are asking the person to turn up the volume. But remember, you cannot say this when somebody is speaking. Means, so now I am speaking. Suppose you are not able to hear me. You cannot say, ma'am, could you please turn up the volume? We don't say that. Okay? We use turn up only with regard to machines like radio, TV, mic system, etc. When we are not able to hear something, you say turn up the volume, please. Okay. Then what could be the opposite of that?
Down.
Turn
Down.
Turn down. Let's see. Okay. Yes. That is
Turn
turn down. Okay. What is the meaning of turn down?
To reduce the amount of sound, heat or light.
To reduce the amount of sound, heat or light. For all these we use the word turn down. Okay. Right. So turn up means increase the volume and turn down means reduce the volume. Okay. There is another meaning also here.
To refuse a request or a proposal.
Yes, to refuse a request or a proposal. Turn down also means to refuse a request or a proposal. What do you mean by that? Suppose I say something to my friend, okay, and or somebody, and they say no. That's called turn down. Okay, look at these examples.
Could you turn down the music, please? It's too loud.
Yeah, the music is too loud. Earlier Sandhya said, could you turn up the volume, right? Because she is unable to hear it. Now this sound is too much. It's too loud. So you say
Turn
down the volume, please. Right. What about the next one?
My friend turned down my proposal.
My friend turned down my proposal. Right. So I wanted to watch a movie. Okay. I wanted to watch a movie, but my friend said no. Tomorrow we have a test, so we have to sit and study. She turned down my proposal. So she refused to say what I asked her to do. Okay. So turn down means refuse a proposal or a request. Turn down also means reduce the volume, right? So what have we discussed till now?
Turn up,
Turn on,
turn off,
turn off,
turn up,
turn up,
Turn down,
turn down and
put out.
put out. Do you know all these? What do we mean by turn on?
turn on lights.
Turn on lights, very good. Then
Turn off lights.
turn off lights, okay.
Put
Look
out,
at the screen. Ah.
Put out the
When
fire.
do we use put out? When we are talking about fire. So we turn on the lights,
Turn off
turn
the
off
lights.
the lights. Then we
Put out the fire.
put out the fire, right. Then
Turn up the volume.
turn up the volume and
Turn down the volume.
turn down the
Volume.
Okay. So are you clear about all this?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now I would like to give you one very familiar example. Shall I?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. You recite commandments every day, right? What is the 10th commandment?
I shall never give up.
I shall never give up, right? So, look at the words give up. That is a phrase, okay? Give up. What is the meaning of give up?
Stop doing something.
Right, look at the screen. The meaning of give up is stop doing
something.
right. What is the meaning of give?
Something giving to someone.
Give means give something, right, okay. And up?
Upwards.
So, give is something and up is something else. Give has its own meaning and up also has another meaning, right.
Yes, ma'am.
But when you combine both and say give up, it has a completely different meaning, okay. Do you understand?
Yes,
So, give has a separate meaning, up has a separate meaning, but when you combine both and say give up, they have a different meaning, stop doing something, okay. So, when we are looking at these words, phrases, we should never be misled by their literal meaning, okay. Do not think of the literal meaning, no. Do not just say give means something and up is something else. So, give it means give something to somebody upstairs or up there, okay. Give up means stop doing something. So, it has a more deeper meaning, fine. So,
Ma'am?
yeah.
Can we add other prepositions to give?
Yes, I will come back to you, Sandhya. Look at this example first.
Oh.
I shall never give up.
I shall never give up means I shall never stop doing
Doing
something.
something.
So, give up means stop doing something. Okay, now coming back to your question, Sandhya. Yes, we can add other prepositions or adverbs to give.
Give.
For example, look at this one. What is that?
Give away.
Give away, right. Here we added away to give. What does that mean?
Distribute something.
Distribute something. Distribute something for free. Here distribute something means distribute something for free. Right. Now, this is a season for competitions for us, right?
Yes,
We have different competitions like Ignite and Super Students, etc. In each competition there will be some winners,
Yes, ma'am.
right. What do those winners get?
Prizes.
Prizes. Who will give those prizes?
Principal or guest.
Guests or principal, ma'am, they give us the prizes, right?
Yes,
Okay. Now, can you read that?
The chief guest give away the prizes to the winners.
The chief guest gave away the prizes, means distributed the prizes to the winners. So, give away means distribute something for free. So, the chief guest gave away the prizes to the winners. Right. Okay. Next one is,
Ma'am, now I know it. These are collocations. You discussed them last week.
really?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Karunapriya, your observation is good. Do you mean to say that, do you say that these are collocations just because we are combining words here?
Yes, ma'am.
But if you remember last week we discussed, can you give me an example from last episode?
Do your work.
Do your work. Your work is a noun there and do is a verb. And we have heavy rain. Rain is a noun and heavy is an adjective.
Yes.
There we combine nouns with other words and we call them collocations. But here we are not using nouns. Okay? Here we are talking about verbs. We are combining verbs with adverbs and prepositions. So, we call them phrasal verbs. We are adding prepositions to verbs. So, we call them phrasal verbs.
I don't know, ma'am, this.
You don't know?
No,
Look at
ma'am.
that one first. Look at the screen. Given. Right. What does a given mean?
Accept defeat.
Accept defeat. Say that, okay, I can't do anything now. I lost it, right? Okay. So, if you give up,
You have to give in.
that means if you give up, if you start doing something, if you stop working, you have to accept your defeat, right? Okay, Sandhya. You say that you don't know these phrasal verbs.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I give you some examples?
Yes, ma'am.
Get up. Okay. Don't exactly, right? Get up is a phrasal verb.
Oh.
Do you know that?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you use that?
We are using them regularly.
Where are you using it?
When we are stand up.
Right. And in the morning, you get up from your bed.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a phrasal verb. Okay. So, you have been using phrasal verbs regularly. Now, look at the screen again. Okay. So, now when you know these phrasal verbs, when you are using them, why do we need to discuss them again? You know, because we know them, yes, but sometimes they are a bit confusing. So, we need to use these phrasal verbs. If we discuss them, we know how to use them. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Sandhya, when did you come back from your house?
June 12th, reopening day.
On the reopening day, right. Did you remember what all happened on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened? Can you tell us?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
That day I got up at 6 a.m.
Okay.
I wear my new dress and came to school.
That's all? Or did anything happen in between?
Hey Sandhya, you said you didn't find your summer summary project, right?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I didn't find my summer summary project. We all searched for it.
Did you find it?
Yes, ma'am.
Where
it
was
was
it?
in my bag only.
You kept it in your bag and you just forgot it.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Then I came to bus stand. I got the bus and came to school.
then did you submit your summer summary project?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine, very good. Okay. Now, Sandhya, you said you got up at 6.
Yes, ma'am.
You wear your new dress.
Yes.
You searched for your project.
Yes.
Fine, very good. Let's look at your sentences. Look at the screen.
I got up at 6 a.m.
Right. And then,
I wear my new dress.
okay.
I searched for my project.
Let's discuss these sentences in detail. Okay. Look at the first one. What is that?
Get up.
Get up. This is a very familiar one to you,
Yes,
because you
ma'am.
have been using it every day,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Okay. Now, what does get up mean?
Rise or leave bed.
Rise or leave
bed.
bed. Okay. Fine. So, what do you usually do? When do you get up every day?
We usually get up at 5 a.m.
Usually get up at 5 a.m. Fine. Now, what is the difference between get up and wake up?
No difference, ma'am.
No difference?
No, ma'am.
You also
Both
think there
are
is no?
same.
Both are same? Then
Yes,
why
ma'am.
do we have two phrases there? Wake up means wake up from your sleep.
Oh.
Get up means get up from your bed. Do you get up from your bed the moment you wake up?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, you wake up from your sleep,
Yes.
but then you lie down there for some time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You wait for PD madam's whistle.
Yes, ma'am.
And then when she whistles, when she comes to your dormitory, then you get up from your bed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, wake up means wake up from your sleep.
Sleep.
Now, get up is get out of your bed, rise from your bed or leave your
Bed.
bed. Okay? Right. That's fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now, let's look at the second sentence. What is that?
I wear my new dress.
What do you think about this sentence?
I think I wore my new dress.
Why do you want to change it?
Ma'am, where is in present tense. Here
Okay.
we are talking about past actions.
You were talking about past, right? So, here the verb where is in present tense. So, we need to talk about past
Past
tense,
tense.
right? So, we have to change the verb. What is the correct sentence there?
I wore my new dress.
I wore my new dress. Fine. This is grammatically correct, but the tense is correct. But there is another problem with this sentence. You know, actually, where doesn't actually talk about the action of putting on the clothes. Okay. Now, you cannot use where for the action you are thinking about. Okay. Look at the screen. Where means
Have something on one's body as clothing, decoration or protection.
have something on one's body is called wear, right?
Okay.
But directly you cannot have something on your body. Before having something on your body, you have to put it on, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, we cannot say I wear my new dress, right? Look at this.
The baby is wearing a pretty frock.
You say the baby is wearing a pretty frock, but we have to use another phrase to talk about the action that we are actually talking about here. That is, what is the word there?
Put on.
Put on.
Put on. So, we put on our clothes. What do you mean by put on?
Start wearing or using.
Start wearing.
Or using.
What do we wear or what do we use?
Clothing, accessories, makeup.
Clothing or accessories or makeup.
Makeup.
So, when you put on something, you are actually doing that action, okay? Right. So, what do we say? Now, you are wearing your blazers,
Yes, ma'am.
but before that you have to put them on. You get my point?
Yes,
ma'am.
First you have to put on your blazers, then you say I am wearing a blazer, right? In the same way, you have to put on your shoes first. Then only you can say I am
wearing my
my shoes. So, wear comes after put on. First you put on something, after that comes wear.
Wearing.
Okay? Right. Look at this. What is the boy doing there in that picture?
Boy is putting on his shirt.
Right, Sandhya. The boy is
Putting
on
on
his
shirt.
The action. He is actually doing it now, right? And then look at the next one. Look at this. Actually, there are two boys, right?
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
you see them?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the first one doing?
The first boy is putting on his shirt.
The first boy is putting on his shirt, right? He is doing that action now.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
what about the second one?
The second boy is wearing a blue shirt.
He is already has
Right.
something on his body, right? He already has a blue shirt. So, he already put it on.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
we say The second boy is wearing a blue shirt. The first one is still putting it on.
Yes,
So we cannot say he is wearing a blue shirt. No. The first boy is putting on a shirt and the second boy is wearing a blue shirt. So are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
First we have to put on something, then we say I am wearing it. So put on is the first thing, wear is the second one. Okay?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now till now we have been talking about putting on. Then what is the opposite of that?
Putting on, put off.
Put off?
Yes,
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also think the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also feel it's the right answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see whether it's the right answer or not. Let's ask the computer. What does the computer say? Put off means
To postpone.
not to remove your clothes.
Yes, ma'am.
Put off actually means postpone, right? Postpone something. Okay? So what does the sentence say there?
Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
Right. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today. What do most of us do? Suppose we have some homework. What do we do?
Postpone to tomorrow.
Hey Karuna, let's do it later. Let's go and play now. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Do we say that?
Yes, ma'am.
That's called putting off something, putting something off, right? So we should never do that. Never put off something which you can do now. It's always better to complete your work then and there,
Okay.
right? Don't put off anything. Okay. Now put on means something, but put off is not the opposite of that.
Yes, ma'am.
Then what could be the opposite of it?
Take off.
The opposite is take off. Okay. What is the meaning of take off?
Remove clothing or accessories.
Remove clothing or accessories, right? Okay. So what is the boy doing there?
The boy is removing his shoes.
Removing his shoes. Very good. What should we say here?
The boy is taking off his shoes.
The boy is taking off his shoes, right? So now the opposite of put on is
Take off.
take off, right? We put on something and we take off something. But what do we usually use for this?
Remove.
Remove or change.
Remove or change. We usually say remove or change.
Change.
It's not that we want to. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Who is that?
This is Bhargavi from Vaipatti, Warangal district, ma'am.
Yes, Bhargavi. What's your doubt?
My doubt, nothing, ma'am. Just I want to thankful, ma'am. It is very important to us.
Okay, okay. Are you noting down everything, Bhargavi?
Yes, ma'am. We are noting everything.
I am so happy to hear that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Bhargavi, for your attention. Thank you. Okay, so we usually say
Take off.
remove. I want to remove my dress or I want to change my dress.
Yes, ma'am.
But the exact usage is take off, right? That's why we are talking about these, right? We know what we are doing, but we don't know the exact words. That's why many times we need to work on that. Okay?
Okay.
To tell you the truth, while doing this, I am also learning many things. See, language is an ocean and nobody knows everything.
Yes.
We all have to learn something or the other every day. Then only we grow. Okay? So, we put on clothes and the opposite of is that?
Take off.
Fine. Very good. Okay. Now, take off has another meaning also. What is that? You use take off for something else.
Oh.
Look at the screen. Yeah.
The flight is taking off.
Right, the flight is taking
Taking
off. That is, it is moving away from the ground, right? Before flying in the air, the flight takes off, right? So, the action of moving away from the ground is called take off there. So, action of removing the clothes or accessories from our body is also called taking off, right? So, put on, take off. Fine? Right. Now, what was your another one? You were looking for your, searched for your project. Actually, here there are two synonyms, right? Look for and search for. Now, here you see look for here. What is the meaning of look for there?
To search for something or someone.
To search for something or someone. Okay. Now, let me tell you that the meaning of search for is look for something. Look for means search for something. Search for means look for something. Then why do we have two different things here?
Yes, ma'am. Why, ma'am?
Yes, I tell you. Now, look for is a more general common word, okay, whereas search for has a deeper meaning. Okay, look at these children, what are they doing?
The children are looking for a tiny flower.
Tiny flower,
Flowers.
right. Now, search for means
Look for something that is lost or missing.
That is an important word here. That is lost or missing. Okay. So,
I am searching for my bag.
you are I am searching for my bag. I will give you another example. Look at this example.
The police are looking for the clues.
They are searching for the thief.
Let's imagine that some theft has taken place. So, what are the police doing? The police are looking for the clues. What do you mean by clues?
Like
Evidences, right? So, the fingerprints, or maybe the thief left something there by
Yes, ma'am.
mistake. So, the police are looking for that, looking for clues. The clues are there already, the police are just trying to find them. There we use look for,
Yes.
Okay.
and they don't know where the thief is. Then we use search for. The police don't know where the thief is, so they are searching for the thief. But they know where the clues are. I mean, they are around.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
they are
Looking
for the clues.
clues.
Look for is more general. Now, you look for, your teacher walks into your classroom and she tells you to open your textbook. Where is your textbook?
In my
my
bag.
bag.
Usually in your bag, but you don't know where exactly it is. Then you look for your bag.
Yes, ma'am.
Look for your textbook. And you look for it, but you find it missing. Then what do you do?
I will
We
search.
search for
You have to search for it. So, look for, when you know that something is somewhere but misplaced, you look for it. But when you thought something is missing, you don't know where it is lost. So, then you search for it. Okay. So, look for is more general, search for has a more intense, deeper meaning.
Okay.
Okay. So, you searched your project,
Yes, ma'am.
and then shall we try an exercise here?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Look at the screen.
She tried dash her new dress and found it all right.
She tried dash a new dress and found it all right. Okay. What are the options there?
Up, on, in, off.
Right. What do you think is the right one?
Ma'am, I think she tried up her new dress.
Tried up. What do you say, Sandhya?
She tried on her new dress.
Tried on. So you say tried up and you say tried on. Let's ask the computer. What does the computer say?
Tried on.
Tried on her new dress and found it
All
all
right.
right. Okay. Right. Next one.
The plane takes dash very late at night.
The plane takes dash very late. So what's your answer here? Plane
Takes off.
takes off. Right. The plane takes off. Very good. Okay. Next one.
If you want to be the winner, you should never
Give up.
Give up. Very good. So if you want to be the winner, you should never
Give up.
Give up. Fine. Look at the next one.
dash the fire. Put off the fire.
So we have to use a word which means remove there. So what do we use with fire?
Put,
Put
out,
out
the
the
fire.
Put out the fire. Right. Okay. Fine. Right. Now you changed your dress. Do you change your dress?
No,
No,
ma'am.
madam.
We take off our dress.
You take off your dress and wear on some, put on something else. Okay. Now in the morning you come back to your classes
Yes, ma'am.
and you find that yesterday in the night, during night study, you wrote something on the board. It's still there. Yes. So what do you do then?
We clean the board.
You clean the board.
Yes,
How do
ma'am.
you clean it, Sandhya? You take water and wash it?
No, ma'am.
How do
With
you do it?
duster I clean it.
With the duster you clean it. So what do we use for that? There is a word for that, rub out.
Oh.
We don't say clean the board. Most of us use that, but that is not actually clean the board, but rub out. Not rub out the board. You don't rub out the board. You rub out what is written on the board. Okay, what do you mean by rub out?
To remove writing or drawing from a book or a board.
To remove writing from a board or a book also. Suppose you drew a diagram in your notebook and you found that it's a wrong diagram. Then what do you do?
We erase it.
You take an eraser
And we erase.
and you have to say, I take an eraser and rub it out.
Okay, ma'am.
I rub out. Okay?
Okay.
You rub out something from the board and you rub out something from your notebook. Either from a notebook or from the board. You have to use the phrase
Rub
rub
out.
out. Okay? Fine. So you rub out everything from the board. And then what do you do in the classroom?
Ma'am, we open our books and start reading.
You open your books and start reading. Right, very good. Then you, let's say you found a new word which is not familiar to you. What do you do then?
We search for the meaning in the dictionary.
You search for the meaning in the dictionary. Very good. Again, here we have another phrase to mean this, right?
What
is that? Look at this. We are going to use 3 different phrases here, phrasal verbs with look. Can you read them?
Look for,
Look up.
look up to.
Look for, look up to. Now we already know look for.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
What is look for?
Look for something.
Look for something, search, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's look at look up. Okay, so just now you said you search for information in the book.
Yes, ma'am.
That's called
Look up.
Can you read that?
To search for information usually in a book.
If you search for information in a book, that's called look up.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, if you search for information somewhere else, it's search for or look for. But here if you search for information especially in a book, suppose it's a dictionary or it's an encyclopedia or any other book. So if you look for information usually in a book, that's called look up. We look up the word in the dictionary. Okay, look at the screen.
The boy is reading, ma'am.
Is he, how old is he?
1 year or
1
2
year.
years.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
And what is he doing?
He is reading.
Using a very big book. Okay, right. What is he actually doing?
I need to look that word up in the dictionary.
He thinks that he had to look up the word in the
Dictionary.
Now he is looking up the word. So look up means, what is the meaning of look up?
To search for information.
Right, to search for information in a book is called look up.
up.
So look for means search for, of course, and look up means hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
good afternoon. Who is that?
This is Glory from Narsingi, ma'am.
Okay, Glory. Yeah,
Yeah, ma'am. Yours English doctor was really simply superb, ma'am.
thank you, Glory.
And also before I don't know these of things, ma'am, but I
Okay.
came to learn a new things. Thank you very much for this English doctor, ma'am.
Thank you, thank you. I am also thankful to you. Are you noting down these and using them?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, okay, thank you. I am
Yeah, ma'am. I'm really happy to take your call, ma'am.
okay, thank you, dear. I am also happy.
Bye, ma'am.
Okay, so we look up, search for information, right? And then
Look up to.
look up to. Now, what is the difference between look up and look up to?
Just we add to look up.
We added two there, only two letters. We added just two letters to look up, and it became look up to.
up to.
Yes,
Let's see what is the meaning of this.
To respect or admire someone.
Look up to means to respect or admire
Admire
someone.
someone.
See, look up meant, what is the meaning of look up?
To search for information.
information. What is the meaning of look up to?
To respect.
or admire. It's an entirely different meaning,
Yes,
right?
yes, ma'am.
Completely different. So, to respect someone we
Or
say,
admire someone.
yeah. Can you read that sentence there?
I really look up to my father.
I really look up to my father. What does that mean?
I really respecting my father.
I really respect or admire my father. Can you give me another example?
Ma'am, we always look up to our secretary, sir.
That's really great. We always look up to our secretary, right? We admire him and we respect him.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Okay. Now that reminds me, the letter that we received 2 days ago from our secretary. Do you know that we received
Yes,
a letter?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you read it?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it about?
About sparrows who got seats in universities.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you explain?
Yes,
Elaborate?
ma'am. 4 sparrows got admission in Law University.
Law University. They
Yes.
are going to become lawyers and judges.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Then.
And 80 sparrows got admission in MBBS and BDS.
Oh, 80 seats in medicine is not something normal, right? It's
Yes,
really
ma'am.
great.
Ma'am, there are 26 sparrows are there in Azim Premji University.
Where is Azim Premji University?
Bangalore.
Right, very good. Then Azim Premji University is also a very reputed university and 26 are there.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
12 sparrows got admission in Delhi University, ma'am.
Delhi University, right? That's really great. You know why? And do you know anything about Delhi University?
No, ma'am.
Do you know our Union Home Finance Minister?
Yes, ma'am. Arun Jaitley.
Right. Arun Jaitley was a student of Delhi University.
Wow.
And you know Tina Dabi,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
IAS topper?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
She was also a student of that. Really many great and eminent people studied there. And now these 26 pharaohs, they are also going to study these 12 pharaohs, right?
Ma'am.
They are going to study there. That's really something
Great.
Yeah.
Ma'am, one sparrow joined the Vishwabharati University.
Vishwabharati.
Founded by
Shantiniketan.
Rabindranath Tagore.
Oh, that's really wonderful, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It was founded by Rabindranath Tagore,
Yes,
Gurudev. And now this girl got admission in BFA, Bachelor of Fine Arts course in Vishwabharati. That's something really wonderful, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, how many sparrows did we talk about here? Around 130 plus?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Are there only 130 sparrows in our in society?
No, ma'am.
No,
There are
ma'am.
others also.
Then why are we talking about only these 26 sparrows? I mean,
Because-
sorry, 130 sparrows?
Because they got seats in famous universities,
What
ma'am.
about the others? Why didn't they get?
They did hard work.
You mean to say that others did not do hard work?
No, ma'am. They did more hard work. They maintained punctuality.
That means the others are not punctual and disciplined.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
they are determined, ma'am.
Okay, all the sparrows are punctual and all the sparrows are determined. Yes, all the sparrows are punctual and disciplined. Yes. Then where does the difference lie between these 130 plus sparrows and other sparrows? I tell you where. See, every day you recite 10 commandments. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
You are, all the others are just reciting them, whereas these 130 plus sparrows actually followed them. Do you understand? They followed them.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is the fourth commandment?
I should always think big and aim high.
I shall always, look at the screen, I shall always think big and
Aim
high. Now, these 130 plus sparrows, they aimed high, they thought big and aimed high. They did not just want to become any employees,
Yes.
they wanted to become something great in their lives, they wanted to reach great heights. So, they aimed high and they thought big. See, they followed this and they aimed at the great reputed universities and they got admission there. Fine. What is the 10th one?
I shall never give up.
Okay, I shall never give
Give
up.
up.
Look at the screen. So, they followed this 10th command also. I shall never give up.
up.
They never gave up their hard work. And then finally, they are successful. Right. What is the second one?
I shall be the leader wherever I am.
The second one is I shall be the leader wherever I am. Fine. Now, these 130 plus sparrows are going to be the leaders wherever they are. And there is another, hello,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
good afternoon. Yeah, who is that?
Ma'am, this is Chandra from Bigno, ma'am.
Chandra. So, how are
This is
you?
Chandra from Bigno, ma'am.
Biknoor. Okay, okay. Yeah, how are you?
Fine, ma'am.
Yeah.
What about you, ma'am?
I am also fine. Thank you.
Fine, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes.
Ma'am, I would like to thankful for providing English doctor for all of us.
Yeah, we should actually thank our secretary sir for all this, right?
Even though we are very happy to see you on the TV, ma'am, because all of our Bigno staff,
Yeah.
Bigno people are very eager to know the English doctor, ma'am. They
Okay.
are very curious to know about the English.
Thank
with you, we can able to find all those things, ma'am.
I am so happy that I am of some help to you. See, so all the teachers feel happy when they are able to teach something to the children, right? And we are all thankful to our secretary sir for providing this opportunity to us. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So, they followed the second commandment and they wanted to become leaders. Now, they are all going to become leaders, right? Okay. So, these sparrows, we wish them all the best, right? Do you have any doubts regarding this?
No, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Now, these sparrows got admission in different universities. Now, some of them are going to Delhi and some of them are going to Bangalore. How do they go? Do they walk?
No,
Go on
ma'am.
foot?
By bus or train.
By bus or by train. Now, those who go to Bangalore, Azim Premji University, they have to go to Kachiguda station first, right? They go there. Let's say they went to the station and now the train is there. What do they do then?
They get off the train.
Get off the train?
Get on the train.
Get on the train? Which one do you think is the right one?
I think get on the train. ma'am.
Get on the train, okay? So, for that action of getting into something, we don't say climb here.
Yes.
Do we ever say I climbed the bus?
No, ma'am.
No, but what should we say? Get,
Get on.
Okay, look at the screen. Get on. Get on means?
Board a bus or train or plane.
Right, board a bus or train or plane. Fine. So, you have to get on the train at
Kachiguda station.
all these sparrows who went to Azim Premji University, they have to get on the train at Kachiguda station. So, let us say they got on the train at Kachiguda station. Then what do they do? After reaching the Bangalore,
They get off the train.
they have to get off the train. What is the meaning of get off?
Leave.
Leave the train or bus or
Plane.
right. So, where do they get off?
At Yeshwantpur Junction
Yeah.
to go to Azim Premji University.
Get off the train at Yeshwantpur Junction to go to Azim Premji University. Right. So, for this action, we say get on the bus, get on the train, get off the bus,
Get off the
train. Right. Then after that, what do? They go to the university and settle there.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
do they have house parents there?
You want to know whether they have house parents there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Sandhya, let me tell you, our social welfare institutions are like cocoons. You know cocoons?
Yes, ma'am.
What is there inside a cocoon?
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar. Now, all the students are like caterpillars. Okay? When I say caterpillars, this is not a derogatory term. Okay? Don't take it like that. So, our institutions are like cocoons protecting them. And after that, after 10th or intermediate, what do these students do?
They become caterpillar.
They are already like that, okay.
They become butterflies.
Butterflies.
Yes, you come to our you come to social welfare institutions like very innocent. When you can come here, you are innocent. But after you complete your studies, you break the cocoon and go out into the wide world outside as butterflies.
Oh.
Okay, so this is what I mean by calling you caterpillars. Okay, right, not the form or anything else. So you come here very innocently. Like when you come to the social welfare institutions, you are very innocent,
Yes, ma'am.
and you are in the protected cocoon. And after that, you break the cocoon and go out into the wide world like butterflies. Right. As long as you are in your cocoon, you don't know how safe you are.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
and you are many times you are angry with your house parents, but for being so strict and all. But then once you go out into the wide world outside, you will face many dangers. Now all these pharaohs who are in different places, I don't say they all face dangers, but then they have to look after themselves.
What does that mean, ma'am?
I will tell you what it means. Okay, look at the screen.
Look after.
What does that mean?
Some, to take care of.
To take care of someone, right? To make, hello, hello,
Very good afternoon, ma'am.
good afternoon, who is that?
Ma'am, I'm Tanaswara from Uppalwai. Ma'am, this is Dt.21.07.2017 from Uppalwai, ma'am.
Okay, yeah,
But thanks, ma'am, for encouraging me towards in English. Now I'm able to understand the proverb better.
okay,
As I sparrows, I will follow the 10 commandments. Madam, this is Nagan Sparrow, madam.
Okay,
I am very happy, madam, to listen your class. I understand better. Very
okay,
nice.
thank you, thank you.
And thank you, madam, for your valuable class like program.
Okay. Actually, for the past three weeks, we are not receiving any phone call, so we were doubtful whether anybody is watching our program or not. Now I am so happy that I am of some help to you, and we are all grateful to our secretary, right? And I want you all the swearers to follow the 10 commandments completely and be successful and be happy butterflies, colorful butterflies in the world. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes? Who is that?
Hello?
Yes? Yes?
Hello?
Yes? Who is that?
I'm Akriti.
Yeah? From?
Hello, madam, I'm Akriti.
Where are you speaking from? Which school? Hello?
Actually, hello.
Yes. What do you want to say?
I want to ask you a question. I'm from
Yeah.
I'm from Atomic Energy Central School, Manuguru.
Okay. What do you want to say, Akruti? I think, okay, right. So now these pharaohs have to look after themselves, right? When you are in the social welfare institutions, your house parents are there to look after you.
Yes,
Yes,
But
ma'am.
once you go out, you have to look after yourselves. See, when we are young, our parents look after us. When we grow up, we have to look after our parents, right? In the same way, now these swearers have to look after themselves, right? So they have to take care of themselves. Yes, right. Then again, that's a new place.
Ma'am, that's a new place and they don't know any students there. Difficult, ma'am.
When did you join in social welfare school, Sandhya?
5th class.
5th class. Did you know anyone then?
No, ma'am.
No, but you joined here and you studied here.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. What is the 9th commandment?
I shall never fear the unknown.
I shall never fear the unknown. So what does that mean?
I shall never fear unknown.
When you don't know something, you should not be afraid of that.
Yes, ma'am.
Now they went to a new place, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But they should not be afraid of that place. Now they are on a mission. right?
Yes,
They wanted to do something. You are all on a mission. You all have come here to these social welfare institutions to study. So you should not be afraid of the unknown,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So you have to make friends with others and continue there. You should not be afraid of anything.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, right. So these pharaohs also have to get rid of their fears, right? First of all, now here we are going to use actually 4 phrasal verbs which have get in that, right? Can you read them?
Get rid of,
Get
Yeah.
along,
get on with,
get over.
Get over, okay? Now these pharaohs have to get rid of their fears because our 9th commandment says,
I shall never fear the unknown.
right, so they have to get rid of their fears. What do you mean by get rid of?
Remove something that is not useful.
Remove something that is not useful to you, okay? So fear is not useful here.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why you need to remove your fear, that is get rid of your fears.
Fears.
So can you read that example?
You have to get rid of your fears.
Right. See, listen, remember there are many other meanings to all these phrasal verbs. I don't mean to say that this is the only meaning. All these phrasal verbs have many other meanings also depending on the context. But here we are discussing only those phrasal verbs which are relevant to us, because we cannot discuss each and every one, right? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes? Yes? Hello?
Hello, madam. Cheppan, madam. I am Shivaram from Vizag.
Yeah?
Madam.
Yes. What do you want to tell us?
Madam, I am Shivaram,
Yes, Shivaram.
calling from Vizag.
Okay.
Madam, you are used sometimes. Let me know. Let me go to. Let me was. What is the meaning of let me?
Let me usually talks about a possibility or permission. Let me do this means I want to do it. Okay. You permit me to do it. This is not actually asking for permission, but suggestion. Okay. Now let me explain this. Means I want to explain this. Okay. Hello.
Madam.
Yes.
Madam, next, what is the phrasal verbs discuss చేస్తున్నారు.
Yeah.
Now you are discussing phrasal verbs. So after we are discussing what is the tense and articles, when will be the discuss?
Okay, actually, yeah, I have one more episode in this edition. After that, some other teacher will take over. Okay, so in the next edition, that episode, I will discuss something else. Okay, but I am not actually going to discuss articles, etc. because I have 5 episodes, and after that, another teacher will talk to you. She will discuss something else. Okay. Right. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Madam, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Andy.
Madam, my name is Srinivas. I'm calling from Nalgonda.
Sir.
So I just came around and just started watching the TV.
Okay.
So it's really very good to see that the kind of interaction going on there.
Sir.
సో కొంచెం మీరు అంటే ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది అంటే ఇది ఎవరికి మీరు యాక్చువల్గా అంటే టార్గెట్ చేస్తూ ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇస్తున్నారు కొంచెం చెప్పగలరా ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ మైండ్
I don't mind, sir. Actually, this is meant for the social welfare institutions basically. So every Friday from 2 to 3, this program will go on, right? We are conducting this program once a week, every Friday from 2 to 3. And this is useful mostly from 8th to intermediate students, okay, because we are discussing some grammar and all that. 8th to intermediate students find it useful every Friday 2 to 3. Okay, sir. Okay, right. So you have to get rid of your fears and get on with your work, right?
Ma'am, but they feel homesick, no ma'am?
Yes, all of us feel homesick. When we go away from our homes, we feel homesick.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
think of our parents and all that.
Yes, ma'am.
So for all these doubts, there is only one explanation, Karuna Priya, and that is you are on a mission and you are there to achieve something. So you have to get over this. Now they have to get over their homesickness. Can you read that on the screen?
Stop thinking about something.
Get over means stop thinking about something.
Something.
What is this something here? Your home,
Home.
your parents. So you have to stop thinking about them. When I say stop thinking about them, I don't mean to say forget them. No. But you cannot spend all your time thinking about your parents and thinking about your home. You have much more work to do. Okay, hello.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, Amma. Who is that?
I'm Mansa from Jetchala, madam.
Manasa, how are you?
Fine, madam. What about you, madam?
I'm also fine. Yes, what do you want to say?
We are wholeheartedly thankful, madam, because for providing such a good program like English Doctor for us.
See, I have been telling you again and again, I'm very happy, but we all have to thank our secretary, sir, and judge, sir, okay? They gave me this opportunity to help you.
I
So,
need to ask you one thing, madam.
yes, dear, what is that?
Do we also have a choice to sit beside of you?
Why not? You can. But it's only that I'm working here and I find it more comfortable. See, you cannot come here and stay with me for 1 week. That's why I'm taking these students, right?
Okay, madam.
Okay, sometime you will also get a chance, right?
Okay, madam.
Okay, right. So, they have to get over their homesickness and start working, right? Okay. Any more doubts?
Ma'am, they don't know any friends there. How can they manage, ma'am?
When you joined here in 5th class, did you have any friends?
No, ma'am.
No. Now, do you have any friends now?
Many friends are there,
Many
ma'am.
friends. How did this happen? You made friends with others.
Yes.
Now, these swearers also have to make friends there. Say they have to get along with others. Look at the screen. So, these swearers have to get along with. What is the meaning of get along with?
Be on good terms, work well with others.
Be on good terms and work well with others, right? So, they all have to. Now, in Delhi and in Bangalore, you will find students from different states and maybe different countries also, right? So, there they will meet students from different states and different countries, but then they have to get along with all these. You may like some and you may not like some, but that does not stop you from achieving your goal. So, you have to get along with all the people and then be successful, right?
Okay,
so, we have to get along with and then they have to put up with all the inconvenience. What do you mean by put up? Can you read put up with?
Tolerate, accept an annoying situation or behavior.
Tolerate or accept an annoying situation or behavior. Now, when you go to another place, you don't like everybody there.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, but it doesn't mean that you cannot ask that person to leave or you cannot leave the place. You have to be there. Then you have to put up with all the inconvenience. You have to tolerate it because you are there on a mission. I am repeating this again and again. See, you are there on a mission. So, you have to put up with all the inconvenience. Yes, hello? Hello?
Hello, madam. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Andy.
How are you, ma'am?
Fine. How about you?
Good, ma'am.
Yeah.
I want to know about how to improve my communication skills in English.
Now you are able to speak, right?
Yeah. But I want to improve some more.
Yeah. May I know
Any
your,
tips?
what's your name?
Naveen Kumar.
Naveen. So you go on speaking English, that's the first thing. The basic thing is you go on speaking. And then now that you are able to speak, you try to find words which suit the occasion. Try to improve your vocabulary. That's what we have been trying here, okay? So you follow all these and now these episodes are also available on YouTube. So if you want, you can go back to them and find these phrasal verbs or collocations. See, I told you in the last episode also that these collocations and these phrasal verbs, all these add fluency and beauty to your language, okay?
Okay.
So
Reading
try to,
newspapers will improve my.
yeah, you have to read the newspaper every day and if possible, I say if possible because I know what happens in our institutions. We don't have access to all this, but whenever possible, you listen to some English things like maybe English songs or news or anything, so that you can have some exposure to speaking skills also. You listen to something and then you speak something. And you keep on reading, then you will improve your skills in English, okay? All the best. Right. So, they have to put up with all the inconvenience if there is any. We don't say that yes, there are some inconveniences. How should we say that?
Yes.
But we assume, we imagine, maybe now we are from South India and these pharaohs, they went to Delhi, that's a North Indian place.
Yes, ma'am.
The food habits are different and in Bangalore also the food habits are different. So, they should not feel bad about these things, okay? Whatever the inconvenience they come across, they have to put up with that inconvenience and then they have to, if they do all this, what will happen?
get on with their success.
Right, they will get on with their work. What do you mean by get on with?
Continue to do something, make progress.
Make progress. Now they are there to make progress in their lives. So they have to first get rid of their fears, then
Get over,
their homesickness, then
get along with their friends,
get along with their friends,
Put
Get
up
on-
with the
put up with all the
inconvenience.
inconvenience, and then
get on with their work.
Fine. So do you understand now?
Yes,
They
ma'am.
do all, if all the sparrows, this is for all the sparrows. If you are able to do all this, you will be
success in life.
successful in your lives. Are you clear about all this?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we quickly try another exercise?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
My name is Shantivardhan from Nallavagu, Sangareddy district, ma'am.
Okay, Shantivardhan. Yes.
How are you, ma'am?
Sorry.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine. Yeah. How about you?
Fine, ma'am.
Yeah. What do you want to tell us?
Ma'am, for giving this English doctor program, very thanks to our beloved secretary, Dr.
Yeah,
R.
that's-
Kumar sir. and
That's right.
you,
That's
ma'am.
right. Yeah. We are thankful to our secretary, sir. Yes.
Yes,
Then-
sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, do you find it useful?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Very good. So, continue that. Use all these things in your daily life, like in your speech. Whenever you are speaking English, try to include all these in your English, right? So that you can speak better, right? All the best, right? Okay. I'll show you some pictures now.
Okay,
Okay. Right. What is that?
Put out.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Look at the next one.
Look for.
Look for. Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's ask a computer. Okay. The computer says they are right answers. So
Yes.
put out, look
Look
for.
for.
Okay. Look at the next picture.
Turn on.
Turn on. Okay.
Search for.
Search for. Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's ask the computer. The second one is not search for. Actually, he is searching for information. Then we have a phrase that is
Look up.
Okay. Right.
Rub out.
Rub out.
Take off.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's check. Rub out.
Take off.
Fine. Okay, viewers. Thank you all. We are winding up today, right? We hope this is useful to you. Meet you next week. Until then, thank you and goodbye.